Welcome back. Let's talk about bananas. Very healthy, a great source of potassium, but if you don't eat them fast enough, you get this squishy brown mess. And a lot of the times, you have no idea what to do with this. Because who wants a squishy bruised banana? But you can do, and what we're making today, is banana bread. Now, of course, in all baking, there is some prep work. So let's get ready to make this, shall we? Alright, so we do have some prep work. First, you want to make sure your apron is tight. You might need someone to help you if you can't tie a knot behind your back. I know how to, because I've put a lot of aprons on myself. You want to wear an apron, or if you don't have an apron, just wear some clothes you don't mind getting dirty, because with all the flour and powder that we get, it's going to get messy. So if you're wearing any rings, bracelets, whatever, it's probably best to take them off. I mean, you can leave them on, but for my recommendation, take them off before baking so they don't accidentally fall in your batter. And the most important step is you gotta wash your hands like all good chefs do. A good rule is to sing the happy birthday song twice, because you have to wash your hands for 20 seconds. So, gonna just do that quick. Now just grab a towel or a paper towel, whichever you prefer, dry off your hands, and let's get baking. So after you're done with your prep work, washing your hands, getting all nice, fresh, and clean, it is time to start making our bananas. Banana bread, that is. It's a good rule or a thing to have your recipe right next to you, so that way you don't have to walk across the kitchen to get your recipe for things. So it's good to have that right next to you. So the first thing we're going to do is going to mash up some very ripe bananas. Now, if you don't have ripe bananas on you, what you can do is just take 5 regular bananas, because we're going to need 5 for this recipe. But just take 5 regular bananas and put them in a paper bag. As seen here, this is what they were in earlier. But yeah. So just put them in a paper bag, and after maybe, these were in there for a week or 2. Do not throw the peels away, because we're going to do something with them later. So first thing you want to do, put the peels there, is just to peel all your bananas all the way down. Leave your squishy banana stuff left. There we go. Now, me personally, I like taking the small part of the end off, because there's the firm thing there, and that part's not great. You don't have to take it off. I just do it, preferably. In this one, we don't have nuts, but there are other recipes where you can add pecans, walnuts. You could also add chocolate chips. So now, after you've peeled all your bananas in the bowl, you want to take a potato masher and mash up your bananas. Depending on how ripe your bananas are, because for banana bread you want some really ripe bananas. So, as you saw, ours were quite brown. Yours may not be as brown, so that will change texture of the swoosh of bananas, but yeah. So after you've gotten yourself a good paste, banana paste, like that, you can just put this off to the side, and we will start working on our wet stuffs. For this, you will need some kind of measuring cup. You need it to go up to how much? 3/4 cup at least. For that, need some butter. Put that back in its container. Some eggs, some vanilla extract, and some brown sugar. Okay, so first in this bowl, we will combine all of this stuff. So you need this brown sugar. Okay. sticky. Okay. We now have our butter, and we're going to put it in your microwave, some kind of heating source. Put it in the butter microwave do it for 30 seconds. You can hear the sizzle of the butter. 3, 2, 1. Alright, go. And we have some nice, soft, melted butter. Now let's head back to our station. Make sure you close your microwave. Got sense now. Back at our stations, all good. Want to pour in the butter, careful, because this is just out of the microwave, so it's probably a bit hot. Stir our butter and sugar mixture. Stir it together, make it nice, all stored. After you got your butter and sugar mixture all nicely combined, like so, good and stirred, you want to add your eggs. Do it one by one at a time. So you put an egg in, you mix it, and then you put your next egg in. So make sure you got nice cracked thumbs. Alright, that one was better. Once you got your eggs, sugar, and your butter all nicely combined, you want to add your vanilla. 1 teaspoon vanilla. You can do this over your bowl because a little extra vanilla doesn't hurt. So if you spill a little bit, it's fine. Too much is too much, but just a little extra wouldn't hurt. Oops. Like that. Right. So now you have your mashed bananas in this bowl. Put that banana in your wet stuff. Ugh. Now you stir your banana stuff with your wet stuff. One 3/4 all-purpose flour. Oh, there's a hole in our flour. We have fun. Get. Getting flour. There's a hole in our flour bag. It's okay. This is why we have aprons. It gets very messy. Don't be afraid to make a mess, because it will happen. Welcome back. We had a bit of a spill on the flour, so we did clean up our station, which is why it looks different now. But now you have your 1/3 cup of flour. Now you are going to put in 1 teaspoon of baking soda, right here, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Now what you want to do is take your sifter. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, just take a sifter. You're going to sift all your dry ingredients into a big boy bowl. Okay. Wet stuff. You mix it with dry stuff to get your batter. Okay. Make sure you scrape the edges and go to the bottom of the bowl to make sure you incorporate all your dry stuff. Okay, so now that you have all your stuff combined, it is out on one, it is now batter. You will now get your pan. And also wash your hands. You now have a pan. You want spray an 8.5 by 4.5 inch loaf pan. 8.5, 4.5 inch pan for loaves. With vegetable oil or canola oil. Just make sure you spray it with something. Some kind of oil. That's the oven. So it won't stick. Because if it sticks, you don't get your bread. Now you get your sprayed pan. Okay. And pour your batter in your pan. I like to tippy tap it a couple of times just to get some of the air bubbles out. There still will be a few air bubbles in there, but be nice. You ready? I need my oven mitts. Once you got your batter in your pan, go ahead and put it in the oven. Make sure you made sure to preheat it to 350 degrees. You might not be able to see that. In the oven. And be very careful because the oven is very hot. Make sure you use oven mitts of some kind. Please. Nice and toasty. Sit in the oven. Now, we're going to show you what you do with your banana peels outside while that bakes. Alright, so here we have our eggshells and our banana peels from earlier. And just put that in the hole. And this is some really good compost. I can't really do it right now because I'm crouching. And if I stand up, I'll be out of frame for the camera. But you would usually cover that in dirt. Well, it seems that our banana bread is done. Be careful. Make sure you have oven mitts because this is really hot. Now let's see if it is all done. What you want to do is just take a toothpick. You want to poke your bread. And see it came out dry. If it comes out wet with stuff on it, it means it's not done and you have to put it back in for longer. Put that over there. Nice and toasty. We're going to bring this off the table. I'm going to set it down and shut the oven. Now let's go. So our banana bread is all done. We have our slices. Everyone take a slice. Have one.
Thank you.
One.
Thank you.
Have one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have one. Cameraman, come on. I want to have a snack.
Thank you.
So how's
Very
that?
good.
All good?
It's yummy. It's not
Very
sweet.
good.
Yeah, it's not sweet.
This is a great way to make. Excuse me. You guys. This is a great way to make banana bread, and it's also a good way to recycle your banana peels. I hope this video helps you to come on your way to become a modern pioneer. Say bye-bye.
And bye.